Subcommittee on Business Attraction and Retention. My name is Rick Winrod. I'm the co-chair of this subcommittee with Amy Haven and Renee Liston. On this 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birthday, please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Tonight we're going to listen to several outstanding speakers on the subject of business development and emerging industries and how North Ridgeville can revitalize our local economy. The purpose of tonight's meeting is twofold. One, to inform you, the citizens, and also to educate the Master Plan Committee so that we can make meaningful recommendations to the City Council. Our speakers tonight are County Commissioner Ted Kalo, Laura Christie, of the Climate Change Program Manager of the Green City Blue Lake Institute, Avon Lake City Council Representative Jennifer Fenderbosch, who is also the Environmental Committee Chair, Mayor Dave Gillock, and State Senator Sue Morano. Let's give our speakers a round of applause. Jennifer Ruggles from the Ohio Department of Development was scheduled to speak tonight, but she is asked to reschedule to next week because of a competing priority. So she'll be joining us at the February 19th meeting, which starts at 6 o'clock right here at the library. Each speaker will speak for about 25 minutes, including questions and answers from the audience. And please know that you're encouraged to ask questions or make comments on what you're hearing tonight. But please remember that time is of the essence, so be as brief as possible. And if you're not able to get your question or comment in tonight, or if something occurs to you later, please feel free to call me anytime or send me an email, rickwinrod@aol.com, and I'll make sure that your question gets answered. And now I would like to introduce our first speaker, County Commissioner Ted Kalo.
I'm assuming everybody can hear me. We don't need the microphone. Thank you all for showing up tonight. Thanks, Rick, Bob. I like the idea of master planning. It puts everybody on the same page. I had Rick give me some talking points, what he wanted to feature on here. Basically, I want to start out what was economic development in Lorain County. And we're lucky enough tonight, we have Steve Morey here from Team Lorain County. He's speaking here next week. The attraction piece, what we formed at county government that North Ridgeville is very involved in. They spent a lot of time with us. It's called Lorain County Growth Partnership, basically our one-stop shop for economic development. And the benefits of that is there's a no wrong door approach. If you have a question about economic development, from becoming a business to looking to expand in Lorain County, for looking for the government help or for financing, and in Steve's case they do the attraction piece to lure people to come to Lorain County, it's all in one operation on the 5th floor of the administration building. And where that's important for North Ridgeville is that being the 3rd largest city and very important to Lorain County, especially with the 480 access and the availability to the airport, for transit purposes, you have an ability through your master planning process to focus on your future, on the type of businesses you want in your community. You can, in the case here when we're talking basically about renewables and energy driven, we're fortunate enough that Congresswoman Betty Sutton, who represents us, sits on the Energy Committee in Washington, D.C. for us. We have a very strong group of people here all working with renewable energy. I've been working with Environment Ohio for the last 2 years, helping to pass the state Senate bill that was passed on energy, which is pushing us towards renewable, specifically wind up here, but also solar is very important. Congresswoman Sutton is looking at the battery-powered vehicles at the Ford plant, trying to push that work up here with federal stimulus money. We've got a nice synergy of people going on, and actually in North Ridgeville here, you've got people very involved, called manufacturing, very involved in the manufacture of parts for wind turbines. So I think North Ridgeville is going to be one of the key areas, and we've been talking, it's a lot about partnerships. Today, the county was able to announce a partnership. Everyone's familiar with the commuter rail project, Cleveland to Sandusky along the lake. Last week we had a meeting of the two groups, one with the county commissioners and all aboard Ohio, and the other one Northern Ohio Rail Initiative, and they decided, memorandum of understanding, they're joining together to start an alternatives analysis study. So the partnerships are what's making Lorain County work. North Ridgeville has been very good at partnering with us, your mayor, your city council, and the administration. So if we can continue that, and as we do that, I think what we need to do in relation to renewables is we need to get all the municipalities on the same page by ordinance. City of Lorain passed an ordinance to allow wind turbines approximately 2 weeks ago, which would be somewhere around January 28th or 29th. Turtle Plastics installed the first wind turbine in the city of Lorain for generating their own electricity. They think they'll be able to take themselves off the grid. So we need to push heavily towards that. I've been lucky. I've been working with gentlemen. I'd like to introduce him. I brought with me Mike Challender, who's with Lorain Growth Corporation, works very heavily with the Sustainability Committee in Lorain County. We work heavily with Oberlin College. State Senator Sue Morano will be here later, working with renewables. He's also worked with the Great Lakes Initiative, he can tell you about, American Wind Energy Association, where they just had classes and a conference that Steve Morey was a big part of. We're working, so I'll turn it over to him a little bit just to talk about where we can go with the renewables in your master planning.
Thanks, Commissioner. One thing that we did start last year, we started for Lorain County, a countywide initiative, the Lorain Sustainability Council. And that council was created at the urging of Commissioner Kalo, Mayor Krishenko, and also Senator Morano. And what this initiative is to do is to get like people together to talk about alternative energy, green buildings, or some of the other things, biodiesel, marketing, alternative energy, recycling. And the thing with renewables, I don't know if anyone got a chance to read the Time magazine, you know, wasting our watts. If we conserved as a country, as a city, as a community, if we conserved the energy that we're using, renewables could do such a better job. Because renewables are a little more expensive to get the output that you would need if you wanted to get off the grid, the electricity or utility grid. So therefore you have to be as efficient as possible. And the Sustainability Council is looking at all of these different things, avenues to look at moving forward. And if you're interested, just visit, our organization is called Lorain Growth Corp. We're a downtown Lorain organization primarily that has, at the urging of the politicians, started the Sustainability Council. And I see as, in talking with the leaders of your strategic planning initiative here, is that like-minded people are coming together and talking about how to move your community forward. And we're doing the same thing, but more on a county-wide basis. Our meetings have been spread out a little bit, but with all of this push by the new governor that we have, Governor Strickland and President Obama, I think now is the time that we really can start to change policy and actually come up with a energy policy that's going to move our country forward and reduce our dependence on foreign oil. And as Commissioner Kalo mentioned, there's a Great Lakes Wind Network, and there's a representative there who is working with businesses and informing them if they make things that go in the automotive industry or trucking, is to tell them what components are used in wind turbines and other alternative energy sources, to show them that what they're making could be transformed into another industry. And with the decline in automotive sales in the U.S., this is a great avenue for a company to pick up a new product line and grow their company. I'm not sure if I add anything else, but I just see what's going on here. Jennifer Fenderbosch, there's a lot of energy in renewables in the county, and I've talked to Mayor Gillock from time to time about some of the things that we're working on, so he is a little familiar with what we're doing. But now's the time that we really would like to take this another step forward, especially when each community is looking at drafting some sort of ordinance for wind turbines in their community. So I'd say let's work together, and we'd be happy to have any other meetings down here in this lovely facility. Commissioner?